What is entropy? Randomness of a system. Scandium is the one which is giving a colorless solution in aqueous medium. Zinc amalgam with concentrated HCl is the reagent used in Clemenson's reduction. Carnallite is the one which does not contain iron. Hello my dear students, welcome back to part 3 of Karnataka CET 2007 chemistry paper. We'll do with the 41st question. In which of the following process a maximum increase in entropy is observed? So what is that they are asking? Where there is an increase in entropy. Maximum increase. ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ entropy ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. So what is entropy? Randomness of a system. Correct ತಾನೆ? So we'll see option 1. Salt in water dissolution. So solid to liquid state it is going. Condensation of water. So gas to liquid state it's coming. So entropy is decreasing. It's not increasing at all. Sublimation of naphthalene, solid to gaseous state. Melting of ice, solid to liquid state. Only in option C if you observe, solid to gaseous state. Solid ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ randomness ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇರೋದು, gaseous ಅಲ್ಲಿ highest. So it's going from solid to gaseous state. So option C is the correct answer. Okay. Next question. Decomposition of benzene diazonium chloride by using Cu2Cl2 with HCl to form chlorobenzene is Cannizzaro reaction, Kolbe's reaction, Sandmeyer's reaction, Raschig's reaction. Here the answer is Sandmeyer's reaction. We have studied this in preparation of chlorobenzene in haloalkanes haloarenes chapter. Also we have studied in amines chapter in the reactions of diazonium chloride. Correct? No. So this is the method of preparation of chlorobenzene and it is a name reaction called as Sandmeyer's reaction. Okay. So we'll go to the next question. Which complex cannot ionize in solution? ಯಾವುದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ, here there is a counter ion, so chloride ions will come into the solution. Option B, here you have potassium ions, so you have potassium ions which will come into the solution when you dissolve this complex. Same with this complex, when we dissolve, potassium ions will come. Only in option D if we observe, you can see there is no counter ion, that is because chlorine is satisfying both primary and secondary valency. Thus, no ions are coming from this. So, option D is the correct answer. Okay. So, we'll go to the next question. Considering the reaction carbon plus oxygen giving carbon dioxide plus 393.5 kilojoules, the sign of delta H, delta S and delta G respectively are minus plus minus 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 plus 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 minus minus. So we'll just see, write and see delta H, delta S matte delta G. First of all, delta H, it is heat is liberated, so it is negative. It's an exothermic reaction. Okay. Delta S, solid to gassic convert ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, so entropy is increasing, so it is positive. Delta G, it's a spontaneous reaction, so it should be negative. So it is minus plus minus. So minus plus minus is option A, which is the right answer. Next question. The product formed when hydroxyl amine condenses with carbonyl compound is called hydrazone, hydrazine, oxime, hydrazide. So, hydroxyl amine is NH2OH when it condenses with carbonyl compound. Okay, what will be formed? It is H2O is removed. So, you'll get carbon, double bond nitrogen with OH group and H2O. And what is this called? It is called as oxime. So, option C is the correct answer. We'll see the next question. Which of the following forms a colorless solution in aqueous medium? Titanium, in +3 state, scandium in +3 state, vanadium in +3 state, chromium in +3 state. See, it should give a colorless solution, means there should not be unpaired electron. Now, atomic number of scandium is 21, titanium is 22, vanadium is 23 and chromium is 24. So, here if you see, all of them have argon and argon, okay. Here +3 state, so from 4s2 is lost and 3d1 is present, so unpaired electron is present. Here 4s2 and here it is d0, so it should be scandium, but we'll see the others also. Vanadium, 2 from 4s2 is lost, 1 from here it is lost, so it has got 3d2. 1 from 4s, 2 from 3d, and you have 3d3 which is there. So obviously scandium does not have unpaired electron. So scandium is the one which is giving a colorless solution in aqueous medium. Okay. Next question. When a sulfur sol is evaporated, sulfur is obtained. On mixing with water, sulfur sol is not formed. The sol is hydrophilic, hydrophobic, reversible, lyophilic. See, first of all, sulfur sol, if you take evaporate, you get sulfur. But the same sulfur, when it is mixed with water, it will not give sulfur sol. So it is not reversible. Okay. If it is not reversible, it is not hydrophilic also, because it does not like water. It is not lyophilic also. Correct, because it's not reversible. It should be hydrophobic because it is not mixing with water to give sulfur sol. So it is hydrophobic. Okay. Next one. An alkyl halide reacts with alcoholic ammonia in a sealed tube. The product formed will be a primary amine, a secondary amine, a tertiary amine, a mixture of all three amines. If we take alkyl halide with alcoholic ammonia in sealed tube, we get all the three types of amine, primary, secondary and tertiary. So, the mixture of all the three is formed. So, option D is the correct answer. So, we'll see the next question. When concentrated H2SO4 is heated with P2O5, the acid is converted into sulfur, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, a mixture of sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. So, what is it that is reacting? H2SO4 plus P2O5. When it reacts, we will get sulfur trioxide gas and HPO3. Okay. So, we are getting sulfur trioxide. Of course, I have not balanced the equation. I just need the answer here. So, it is sulfur trioxide which is formed. So, option C is the correct answer. Okay. So, we'll see the next question. Entropy of the universe is continuously increasing, continuously decreasing, zero, constant. Second law of thermodynamics, it is continuously increasing. So, entropy of the universe is continuously increasing is second law. So, option A is correct. Next question. Which of the following salts on being dissolved in water gives a pH greater than 7 at 25 degrees Celsius? pH greater than 7 anta helidre, it should give a base which is strong. Correct? So, if I dissolve ammonium cyanide, I'll get ammonium hydroxide and HCN. If I dissolve it, I'll get HCl. So, it is a strong acid, so it becomes acidic. Here, I'll get HNO3, again becomes a strong acid. Or I can tell here KNO3, it can give even KOH, but it will neutralize there. Okay. And only here again, I will get KOH and HCN. So, here also base, here also base. So, option A and option D both are correct, which can give basic solution with pH above 7 at 25 degrees Celsius. Okay. And more relevant answer is option D. Fine. So, we'll go to the next one. The reagent used in Clemenson's reduction is alcoholic KOH, aqueous KOH, zinc amalgam with concentrated HCl, concentrated H2SO4. Which is the reagent which is used? It is zinc amalgam with concentrated HCl is the reagent used in Clemenson's reduction. Okay. Next question. When KBr is dissolved in water, K plus ions are oxidized, reduced, hydrolyzed, hydrated. KBr is an ionic compound which gives K plus ions and Br minus ions. In water, when it is dissolved, it gets hydrated. So it is option D, which is hydrated. Okay. Next one. The noble gas mixture is cooled in coconut bulb at 173 Kelvin. The gases that are not absorbed are helium, neon, argon and krypton, helium and xenon, and neon and xenon. So which is the correct answer? Now this particular method of separation of the noble gases is called as Dewar's process, in which the gases, all the noble gases, which are the noble gases which we have? Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. They have different capacity of adsorption on the coconut shell at different temperature. So if you see this process, they are asking the noble gas mixture is cooled in the coconut bulb at 173 Kelvin. The gases that are not absorbed. So at 173 Kelvin, argon, krypton and xenon are the ones which is adsorbed. So the ones which is not absorbed is helium and neon. So option A is correct. Detail about this particular process I have explained in the previous papers, that is of 2008 and also in 2009 paper. I have explained about Dewar's process. You can please go and check out in these respective papers. Okay. Next one is the volume of 10 normal and 4 normal HCl required to make 1 liter of 7 normal HCl is 0.75 liters of 10 normal HCl and 0.25 liters of 4 normal HCl, 0.8 liters of 10 normal HCl and 0.2 liters of 4 normal HCl, 0.6 liters of 10 normal HCl and 0.4 liters of 4 normal HCl. So 0.5 liters of 10 normal and 0.5 liters of 4 normal HCl. So we are going to mix 10 normal and 4 normal HCl, but how much I have to mix to get 7 normal HCl is the question. So let me consider, I have V volume of 10 normal HCl and I have 1 minus V volume of 4 normal HCl, which if I mix V plus 1 minus V, which should be 1 liter of 7 normal HCl. So what are we going to do is, we are going to take as N1V1 plus, we are going to take it as N1V1 plus N2V2 is equal to NV. Okay. So I have to get here 7 normal, volume is 1 liter, correct? Here I will take 10 normal HCl, so 10 into V plus, here I have to take 4 into 1 minus V. Okay. So I'll try what is V I have to find out. So this is 10V plus 4 minus 4V is equal to 7. So I'll get it as 10V minus 4V is equal to 7 minus 4. So 7 minus 4 is, this is 3. 10 minus 4 is 6V. So V is equal to 3 by 6, that is 1 by 2, that is 0.5. So if V is 0.5, so I require 0.5 liters of 10 normal HCl. 1 minus 0.5 is again 0.5 liters of 4 normal HCl. So 0.5 liters of 10 normal, 0.5 liters of 4 normal. Option D is the correct answer. So I hope you have understood how to solve this. Okay. So first we are taking what? V normal of 10 normal HCl, V1 minus V volume of 4 normal HCl. So if I add up, I'll get it equal to 1 liter of 7 normal HCl. So we have used N1V1 plus N2V2 is equal to N3V3 or NV also I can take, and just substitute them, find out what is V, you'll get the answer. Okay. So we'll go to the next question. The metal present in insulin is therefore copper, iron, zinc, aluminium. In insulin, we have zinc. Okay. So option C is the correct answer. Next one. Carbon forms two oxides which have different composition. The equivalent mass of which remains constant. Carbon, oxygen, neither carbon nor oxygen, both carbon and oxygen. Here what is it they are asking? Carbon forms two oxides. Which of the equivalent mass is kept constant? It is of oxygen which is kept constant, isn't it? So option B, oxygen, is the correct answer. We'll go to the next question. Maximum number of molecules of CH3I that can react with the molecule of CH3NH2 is. See, CH3NH2, first one more molecule of CH3I if I take, one hydrogen is substituted, so I'll get CH32NH. One more hydrogen can be substituted, so CH3I, one more hydrogen is CH3N, but remember nitrogen has a lone pair of electron, so it will react with one more CH3I to get CH3,4N plus I minus, that is you are going to get tetramethyl ammonium iodide. So how many molecules? 1, 2, 3 molecules it took up. So option D, 3 is the correct answer. Okay. So we'll go to the next question. Ellingham diagram represents the graph of delta G versus T, delta G naught versus T, delta S versus P, or delta G versus P. It is delta G naught versus temperature. So standard free energy change versus temperature is the correct answer. That is option B. We'll go to the last question, that is identify the ore not containing iron. Chalcopyrite, carnallite, siderite, limonite. Option D, limonite. Which does not contain iron is what they are asking. It is carnallite which does not contain Fe, because chalcopyrite is CuFeS2, siderite is FeCO3, and limonite is Fe2O3 with H2O molecules. So carnallite is the one which does not contain iron, that is made up of potassium chloride, magnesium chloride, and 6 molecules of water. So option B is the right answer. So I hope you have understood Karnataka CET 2007 chemistry question paper. For more updates, stay tuned my dear children. Thank you.